Sometime between 1046 and 256 BCE, an abstract strategy game was invented in China called Weiqi. It had extremely simple rules, could be played by someone as young as 3 or 4 years old, and could be completed in about an hour with 2 players. The rules were incredibly simple. Place stones of alternating colors on the intersections of a grid until one player had surrounded more space than the other. This game can be taught in seconds, but it can literally take a lifetime to master. Because it is a non-chance game of perfect information, an experienced player will always destroy a novice. Because this game has been around for over 3,000 years, players picking it up in 2014 typically have a steep learning curve to climb if they hope to be competitive. It should come as no surprise, then, that modern game designers have looked to Weiqi, popularly known as Go, as inspiration for their own abstract strategy games, where skill, experience, and guile will typically win the day. Today on Tabletop, Paul Scheer, Tara Platt, and Yuri Lowenthal are here to play a game that can claim Weiqi as its spiritual ancestor. We will be placing our pieces on a fairly simple board, hoping to fulfill deceitfully simple victory conditions. We won't have perfect information, and we can count on a little bit of luck. But each of our moves will need to be carefully considered if we hope to be the most successful kingdom builder. Kingdom Builder is the Spiel des Jahres area control game designed by Donald X. Vaccarino, who also gifted the world with Dominion. Now, I know that some of you will look at the board and instead see anything from hobbits digging holes to cyberpunks resisting their robotic overlords, but that's kind of the point here. Kingdom Builder has a very mild, non-intrusive theme. Sometimes I don't want a rich, flavorful stout at the pub. Sometimes I just want to enjoy a nice jasmine pearl tea and let my mind expand in a peaceful game. Okay, to play Kingdom Builder, we're going to take any 4 of these large terrain tiles and randomly assemble them into a square like this. You'll notice that the boards have different areas: flower field, grasslands, deserts, and so on. These represent the areas we're trying to control for our empire. On your turn, you will play a terrain card and add 3 of your little houses to the board in that terrain type. But we must always play according to the adjacency rule, which states that if you can, you must play your new settlements adjacent to one of your existing ones. I've drawn Flower Field, and I'd really like to play into this Flower Field to gain control of this castle for bonus points, but I must play adjacent to my existing settlement over here, so I place my houses here, here, and here. Not as great, but also not that bad. We have to be flexible in our strategy and learn to adapt to the ever-changing positions of our rivals. Each tile has special abilities which we'll cover in the game. There are stables that let you jump, harbors that let you move across water, and farms that let you expand into the grasslands easily. These powers are randomized across all the different game boards, and they really change gameplay every time, which adds to Kingdom Builder's already massive replay value. When a player has placed their final house, the game is over, and we will score according to the randomized scoring condition cards set up here at the beginning of the game. Sometimes you want to have large settlements, other times lots of little settlements near water, and so on. Like I said, there is tons of replay with all of these variables harmoniously interchanging each time you play. Who will enjoy tea and cake, and who will be served death? Let's find out in Kingdom Builder.
Hi, my name is Paul Scheer. You might know me from an FX show called The League, my podcast, How Did This Get Made, or my Adult Swim show, NTSF SD SUV.
My name is Yuri Lowenthal. I'm an actor and a writer and a producer, and I have been on Tabletop before, playing Castle Panic with Team Monster Killers.
My name is Tara Platt, and I am an actor, a writer, a producer. I'm just a creator of content and storytelling. Since the last time I was on Tabletop, I have been working on a web series with my husband, Yuri Lowenthal. It's called Shelf Life, and we have 4 seasons of that, 48 episodes, about 4 action figures and a young boy's shelf.
I'm gonna go ahead and deal out some starting cards. In Kingdom Builder, the oldest player at the table goes first, and finally, it's not me, Yuri. You've got me by about 16 months. So,
I think that's what. Yeah.
So you can go ahead and play first.
Okay.
Show the world what your
show
card
the world
is.
my
I guess
card.
I should see what mine is. Okay.
My card is a forest card.
Yeah. Where will you be starting, sir?
So I'm going to start near that train station.
One of the things I love about this game is that we draw different victory conditions every time we play. That is in addition to building a different board with different powers every time we play. It's extremely unlikely you're ever going to play 2 games of Kingdom Builder that are identical, and I think that's really cool. So our victory conditions today are miners, which gives you points for being adjacent to mountains, merchants, which gives you points for connecting up locations and cities, and citizens, which gives you points for having a large continuous settlement. Up here?
Exciting.
Yeah.
All right. Can you reach, or do you need help?
I think
you got it.
I think I can get some on there. I'll get around that, and I'm going to start reaching towards the mountain.
Yep. Okay.
There.
All right. So now you get this train,
So
and now you can use
and I can
the
use
train.
my
Sorry,
train
Tara.
power.
The train power essentially lets you sprawl your settlements into anywhere that you can make a straight line from 3 existing settlements. Now you can use your train ability.
Well, technically.
Right, and can you take me to the mountain?
I sure can.
Take me to the mountain, Will.
I will, but I will not bring the mountain to you.
I'm super excited to be back on Tabletop. It's always a good time, you know? And they don't feed me except when I'm on Tabletop anyway, so I've been working up a good hunger.
I'm pretty comfortable playing Kingdom Builder today. I can't wait to see what cards we're gonna get, but it's gonna be up to the fates as to what we are gonna play.
I'm really nervous to be playing Kingdom Builder on the show because I'm on there with tabletop veterans. I'm the newbie. I'm gonna get totally pwned.
So, Tara, what do you have?
Hey, we have some desert going on here.
Oh, Yuri, here's a new card for you. You want to give me your discard?
Thank you. Take it.
Let us see here. I think I am going to, because I would like a train station as well.
Yes.
Even though I don't really want to get stuck over on this side of the board, I think I'm going to play over here. So I
an
can
interesting
get
choice.
a train.
Yeah. Can I make, if you don't mind, I just want to throw a thing your way.
Yes.
You don't have 3 people in a straight line at the moment,
That is
so
true.
you can't actually make use of your train. You
That is
may
true.
want to reposition 2 of those dudes.
Yes, I suppose I
Maybe
could
to
do
just
that.
So,
But I guess I could
will you
play one
train?
of my trains.
Yeah, of course you can.
I started with train. I really hope that I get an oasis or the meadow, because I think that can be really, really helpful.
All right, I too have a forest.
Oh, very nice.
Here's a new card for you, Tara. And there's your discard. And I think that I will actually begin by playing down here next to this oasis in the forest. Because I like the sound. Placing at the oasis.
I just thought there was an
Kingdom
oasis.
building for fun. Now I'm going to draw this oasis tile up, which gives me the ability to play in any desert. I'm not adjacent to any deserts, so I will play in this desert, which gives me the ability to take another oasis.
Has anybody ever commented on how long your arms are?
Oasis twice.
I know, that was a pretty impressive reach.
You know, I guess I am just kind of amazing.
He's just built for gaming.
Yeah, that's true. I have evolved for gaming.
I find it weird that I've never noticed how, long and impressive and extendable Will's arms are before. I figured they probably used some of the, the crowdfunding money to get him bionic arms.
Listen, I'm not saying that I have Stretch Armstrong DNA spliced into my arms, but I'm also not saying that.
I have some flowers.
Yes. All right.
Are they for me?
They are. You will get these. Seeing that we're going to get some points from mining.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is start off
Clever
here.
man.
Boom. My strategy was simple. I want to get those mining points. I figured I could own the mines and then build out from there. So
All
then
right.
I will
Cool.
give you this card.
Because there's a new card for you.
Very
Yuri, you're
excited
up.
about this one.
I'm up. Okay, so
What do you have?
I've got grassland.
Grassland.
I could either reach south towards that
Yuri, I'm
oasis,
intimidated by you because the suit, I feel you really stepped up the level of gameplay here, you know?
I did it to intimidate.
Yeah, I
And
feel
it's
like we're
shiny?
like, yeah.
So there's like a glow.
I'm a bit of a dandy.
I did not encourage Yuri to wear the suit. I was terribly surprised. And in fact, as we were leaving the house this morning, I said, Yuri, you're going to wear a suit. What am I supposed to wear? So it was one of those kind of, he showed me up in his shiny, fancy suit.
If I would have known this is the level of gameplay we were bringing, I would have wore tux.
It definitely gives him an advantage. I just don't know what that advantage is.
Actually, I heard it was strip poker today, and so I wanted to have as many things on.
You're already on.
as it was a defensive
and that
move.
would explain why I'm not wearing underpants.
Is that really what it would explain that?
It
Okay.
also had to do with you being here.
I figured.
Indeed.
I am going to connect up that train station to that city.
I was hoping you would see that.
Yeah,
Oh, that's such a good
yeah,
move.
and then-
that's such a good move. Yep. Yeah.
Going there.
Yep. That's what you're
But
doing.
then I've got this train power.
I like to call it the human centipede
son of a-
power.
Right, the human centipede
human
power.
centipede
is
power.
actually,
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
yeah.
It's kind of not fair.
You know what? That makes me not want to do it anymore.
It's not bad if you're in the front.
Or does it Or does it make me want to do it more? So I can really only train in one direction.
Honor dictates that I tell you could train
that's
here
right.
in the
That's
flowers
true
and then
because
you get a
I can
mountain
go
point.
into right. Yeah.
Why am I helping you?
Don't
You're so
don't
nice.
help me. It's the suit. It's
Yeah.
working.
All right, here you go.
Take one.
All
Thank
right.
you.
What do you got, Tara?
And I have flowers.
Aw, flowers. How
Flowers.
pretty.
Which is lovely,
Yay.
except that I have
Except
to
you're
play
stuck,
here, and
yeah.
I wanted to get away from there.
Yeah.
So, nuts. So here are my flowers.
That's so nice.
Yep.
But I also have a train.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to add on a little bit.
Good choice.
Right there.
Now you've freed yourself up from the
Yes.
burden of flowers.
Exactly.
All right.
I'm not afraid of being stuck on the island because, it's toward the beginning of the game, so anything could happen. And I'm really hoping that I'm going to be able to jump off towards those mountains. I really want those mountains. I want that ore really badly.
There you
Your
go.
citizens are flourishing on that peninsula.
Oh, thank you.
I drew some forest, which is not awesome, because I can't particularly connect any of the things that I want to connect, which is kind of a bummer. I'm gonna go boop. Boop, boop.
Ooh.
Okay.
There's a
Then
lot
I've got
of
these
power
two
from it.
desert bits of happiness to play, so I'll place them down here just on my side of where these guys are. So
Again, that long arm comes into play.
it really does.
He needs to sell the Will Wheaton arm so that other gamers can be able to do the reach that Will has when he's playing games. It's phenomenal.
All right, guys, I have some desert, so I'm gonna get back down.
Yep.
Yes.
Need some help?
Can you
Okay.
get me down? Let's get me as
You
many
want to go?
mountains as I can.
You want to go here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like there, and then
Do you want to go this way or this way?
can I put one on either side?
You sure can.
Yeah.
Look at that. I believe that's called cutting him off at the
called-
pass.
That is literally
Yeah.
at the pass.
Woo.
I gotta cut Yuri off at the mountains because that's my whole point strategy. If he gets into the mountains, I don't get no points.
Oh, Mr. Yuri.
I'm gonna do
you can
sort of a
play-
similar
You
thing.
can play into.
I'm gonna cut that across as well, but I'm gonna have to ask you to do it for me.
Where
So just
are you gonna go?
reach-
Here?
Just reach straight from that one
There,
all the way
there,
to
there?
the mountain. Yeah.
Wow.
So here, and you said to the mountain.
the
So
mountain,
to
yeah.
here.
Or no, to that mountain.
Oh, that mountain.
there.
I'm sorry, I didn't see
Yeah.
that mountain there. Okay, and
Sure you
You
didn't.
have. I honestly didn't. You have the after the
so
help
I-
I gave you
so-
the last
no,
turn.
I know.
Of course, I'm helping you, dick. Now you can train.
And now I'm gonna train right into your face. Right
Oh wow. Okay,
Snap.
I see what kind of game it's going to be.
there. That's
Yeah.
right. I
Guys,
know
we
you were
started
helping me,
off
but
so
that's
nice,
what you
and
get.
now it's just
I know.
we're hard.
We-
We're going
We're
hard.
going to have to figure something out.
I
Because
know,
these
I
two
know.
guys, right?
Okay.
Okay, let's see what we've got here. I've got some desert.
More desert.
Because I
Man,
love the
Tara.
desert. I
Getting that
really would like to
desert.
get
What's
out.
going on, man?
But I've decided to just hang out in the desert.
Are you
for a little
regretting
while.
that move
I
to
am
be behind the
entirely
water?
regretting
Yeah.
this move
Tercilla,
right now.
Queen of the Desert.
And I'm just going to play the only thing I can do, which is a train.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to cry a little in my
Whoa.
sleep.
I really am hopeful that I can get off this island. Islands are lovely, but I don't want to be stuck here.
I have a canyon, and I can play in one of those canyons down there. So I believe I'm going to canyon down here by my oasis. Canyon and
This is really just a showcase to show off your amazing arm. I guess I've never heard it on the web series before, like all the gyros that move to make the arm elongate. It's kind of like Inspector Gadget. Everybody in one direction.
Okay, stop. We'll get sued.
Okay, all right, sorry.
All right,
What do you got,
guys,
Paul?
I have a ravine, which means I'm gonna connect. I have nothing, right? I can get it in there, right? I can go.
You want to go here?
Yeah, one.
Okay.
And then next to that, yeah, two.
You want to go here?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I presume you're going to want to run along
Yeah,
the mountain.
yeah, you go.
Wow, you're getting a lot of mountain points.
That's focusing on those mountains.
Smart.
And where are you going to go, Sir
Well,
Yuri?
here's where I have to go. So I'm going to go there for the mountain.
Yep.
Here for the connectotron.
Right. And the block of Polotron.
And then the block of Polotron right here.
And to further do the block of Polotron.
And then you know what? I can take a train.
Yep.
And go even one further.
Oh,
whoa!
That is
It's like a wall. It's like a wall. It's like a black.
That is
yeah.
rough.
I'm sending you to the wall, Paul.
Oh, boy. Which is
From the other
odd
side of
because
the
you've
wall.
already taken the black.
Paul has really surprised me with his tactical acumen. He's really got the mountains and the mining locked down. I'd like to send him to the wall, but there's no way I'm going to beat that. I think he's already got it locked.
And I am now finally getting out.
Hey! Where are you going to go?
I want to get away from there, but I really want some mountain, but I know I'm going to get all stuck up in this. I'm going to get a little mountain there. Little mountain, this guy.
Yep.
Go around like that.
Tara, what's up with that? Stay on your island. Don't cockblock my settlements over here. I'm trying to connect. All right? I thought we were on the same page.
And then I'm going to add on, just because I can.
Yeah, sure.
Train it
Up
up.
there.
All right.
Build that
Here you go.
Thank you.
Paul, I'm really sorry. I wasn't actually paying attention to what you were trying to create over there on that side of the board, so I kind of blocked you. Sorry.
I have drawn grassland. I've got desert guys that I can play, right? So I could, in theory, play desert guys here and then go grassland like this and start going in that way, right? Which is kind of cool because it gets me started on connecting that. Or I can just go grassland down
grasslands over
here,
there and connect
which
to
makes
those
this
two.
a bigger settlement, which is good.
Yeah.
So that's the play I'm going to make.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do
because then you
this
can still play. You can still play your desert.
And now for my desert moves, I am going to desert out in.
Maybe I'm not deliberating enough. I've been making a lot of rash choices.
Yes.
All right, I have forest.
Yes, you do.
Now, since I'm not connected to anything forest anywhere around,
You have.
I have free reign.
Yes, you do.
So I need to get some
You have what
extra
we call
points.
options.
Nice.
And mountain.
Yeah,
You're
mountain.
like king of the mountain.
Yes.
King of the mountain.
Now I'll
ranges
finally
there.
get a little point here.
Yep.
All right, so now I have.
You have that'll let you play into any grassland.
Okay, great. So then I can just kind of.
Yeah.
There we go.
Is the
you
Hall
get
of
the
the
mountain
Mountain
as
King
well.
public domain yet?
Yeah, I think it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
But it's the Paul of the mountain.
Yeah. Guys, this is it.
Wow.
And that's why you can use it. It's
Dude,
a parody
you're
mode.
right.
Exactly.
I decided that since Paul is doing so well with all his mountains and ore, that he is Paul of the Mountain King. So we shall all sing Paul of the Mountain King as his, special crowning glory song.
All right, so Yuri, it's yours. What do you got there?
I'm got a little grassland.
You also got some grassland.
I am already connected to some grasslands.
Sure are.
So I can either fill the grassland or reach down towards where Will is.
Oh man, don't make me get in a fight with you.
that?
Oh, Yuri.
I think I'm House Stark. Much like I think Stark will, take everybody by surprise. Like, I don't know how to play the game. Well, it's my first time. And then I crush him.
I think everybody wants to say that they're the Starks because they're so honorable and awesome and wonderful, but I sort of think that the truth is if I had to pick a house to be in, it would probably be Greyjoy because I do not sew.
Okay.
Okay, what you got?
So I have a
Grassland
little
for Tara.
grassland, but because I'm already touching this, I have to use that.
Yeah, but that's
it's okay,
swell
I
because you're gonna.
I like the castle, and
gonna
I'm gonna
city
take
up.
a little mountain.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna take a little city.
I like that they're little mountains and little cities.
Well, when I play the game, they're little, and I guess I'll just.
That's because Tara is a giant relative to the rest of us, so they actually look smaller than they actually are. Everything's all.
Because this game, you can really create any
really
illusion
is.
you
You
can
want.
create whatever you
I'm
want,
a clan
yeah.
of vampires.
Oh,
nice,
good. And then
nice.
I'm gonna take my train.
Yeah.
And I'm actually gonna go over here and get out there because I
Yeah,
can do that.
sure. You sure can. Yeah, nice.
I guess they're medieval vampires. That's not a thing, right? I guess you've seen like the beginning of Dracula.
That new movie.
The untold story. Finally, we get to see.
They finally tell it.
Is Dracula like patient zero of all vampires?
Yes.
So where did he come from?
Maybe we should see the movie.
Oh, God, I don't know. That sounds terrible.
I don't think we can go and see Dracula because we already saw the Left Behind movie with Nick Cage, and I think that was our...
They cancel each other out?
What was the last terrible Nick Cage movie we saw?
Was it Drive Angry?
Oh, it was
Drive Angry
in the theater.
in 3D.
I saw it in the theater.
We saw it
3D.
in the theater.
We owned the theater.
There were like 20 of us in a block.
As a matter of fact,
and two muggles.
Right, two muggles. One of them left. They walked out.
Yeah.
And then one of the security guys, he came up and sat because we were being so raucous, but we felt like it was okay because
it was empty.
we were everybody.
the theater. Yeah.
And he went and sat in back and to try to identify who the troublemakers were.
And then he realized it was all of us.
And then he realized it was all of us. And like he couldn't do anything because we had taken over.
Movie bearable.
I would rather see a bad movie sometimes than a really good, Oscar performance movie or just a mediocre movie. I'm always in favor of bad. So lots of bad movies in our household.
Remember specifically the scene where he like makes out with a random waitress for no apparent reason.
Are you talking about the slow motion grinding sex scene where he's smoking his cigar, wearing his sunglasses,
and
shooting people and does not miss a thrust?
Well, he shouldn't. He shouldn't. He's Nick Cage. There's a lot of cages out there, but if you're going to start off your cageography, I think it's got to start with Face Off. It gives you a little bit of crazy, but the movie's pretty good. And then we'll get into like the movies with like him and Nicole Kidman getting like a home invasion, which is a lot of bad, but a lot of great Cage. I like to think when I see a bad movie, will Nick Cage make this better? Like I saw Tyler Perry's Temptation, and I was like, would Nick Cage make this movie better? Yeah.
Inevitably.
Inevitably.
That's the power of Nick Cage. He can make any movie better. The crazier he goes, the better. To quote Nick Cage himself, you show me where the top is, and I'll let you know if I'm over it. In a conversation with Werner Herzog, I saw him say that.
You have turned my world upside down. I'm playing my turn. I have desert, so I'll just make this happen right away. I've got desert powers, right? And then I've got so I'm going to set this aside because this is an example for the kids at home.
Yeah.
I can play my powers before or after, okay? Now I have to play here, so I'm going to use a desert power to play there. Now I can choose to play another desert power, or I can use my 3 deserts. Oh no, wait, you know what I can do? Look at this. I'm not adjacent to any other deserts.
So you get that and you can jump.
Yeah, so I've blocked Paul. I've gotten 2 points there. And now I can do this.
Well played, sir.
So
on the other hand, it was a lot of game talk without much talk of Nick Cage. So
but you know what I just did right here? I Nick Caged the space.
Yeah. You did.
I used that space to make absolutely no use of any other actors in the scene whatsoever.
But that's how you go. If you want to see a one-man movie. And he never lets down.
No.
Mr. Paul Scheer, it is your turn.
I have a ravine. Continuing on with my style of play here, which is connecting this.
Yes.
And then getting that castle point too, and then and I'm going to use my point here.
Yeah, you're going to do a grassland guy.
Can I do? Oh, I have to be.
It has to be there, but you get the same
that's
points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. There you go.
There you go.
I have forest.
Okay.
I'll continue reaching downward on the other side to keep you hemmed in.
Okay.
So here and here.
Yeah. Yuri clearly doesn't see all those places I carved a picture of Dick Bud into these trees, thereby marking the forest as my own.
I'm gonna chew you up like I'm chewing the sandwich up, like this. Only the sandwich is your face. Yeah.
Miss Tara.
Yes.
What are you doing,
So I have
madam?
some flowers.
You sure do.
I have to do one here because I've got some flowers that are touching.
Yeah.
But I'm going to use 2 of my other ones
Yep.
to get a little bit over here.
Nice.
Get a little
You can get a little oasis power.
Now I already am in desert, so I have to stay in desert, but I can also play my train, and so I'll go over there, and then I'll play my 1 desert, because why not?
Yeah.
Add some people too.
Add some people on.
What is the dynamic that you guys have when you are gaming? Right now, I see it doesn't seem overly aggressive, but
we've gone through stages. Tara, when we first met, Tara was really competitive in games, and she's kind of mellowed out, and I like that because she used to scare me.
Yuri, you know I love you, but if it's my game, it is totally gonna be my game, and you're going down.
The fear still resides deep within me, and so I'm always rooting for her, even if I'm playing against her. I hope I don't win.
But where do you fall with,
you know what, I have never been competitive.
Okay.
Because I was never very good and it wasn't worth it to me. I just wanted to spend the time with my friends and I wanted to like be at the, I wanted to be at the table because it was fun. But this is the thing that, and this is the thing that I taught my children. You can compete without being competitive.
Right. I had a friend who later found out his dad was in the mafia. As of course I got older, I'm like, oh, of course his dad was in the mafia. He never worked, and they lived in the richest house in our neighborhood.
Right.
And
that's amazing.
But when you played Monopoly with him, he would like do all these side things with you. He'd be like, all right, I'm gonna charge you interest on this. Like he was basically running a mafia.
Did you have like money laundering?
I'm
gonna do some money laundering over here, so it's fine.
It was crazy. He actually works in a flower shop. So, but it didn't work out.
Flower shop.
Yeah, again, that's the thing. They wouldn't be as bold as
Oh my goodness.
I'm going into the grassland this turn.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got some deserts to play. I'm going to play down here because I just want to cut you jerks off from this whole part of the
That's what you
world.
just did.
Okay, so
That's what you just did.
off. And then I'm going to play my the desert guys there and there.
Got it.
Okay.
I have a yellow ravine, so I'm going to go get down there by the
That's desert.
desert. Sorry, not
right there.
Yes.
Okay. All right. There you go.
And I'm also going to use my power of grasslands.
Yes.
And just get on that mountain over there.
Sure.
All right, so here we go. So we're in ravines.
Canyons.
Your canyons.
Whatever you call them.
Ravine, crevasse,
Ravine,
canyon. Well, let's go ahead and, if you would mind, if you would not mind, let's go all the way to that city right
I'm
there.
having trouble doing connections. That's right. Like I feel like I'm not.
Right now, Yuri has 3 connections.
Yeah.
Yuri's got
But,
9 freaking points. Based entirely on his connection.
But he's going to charge his interest?
Yeah, so it'll be totally fine.
But Paul has the best story so far, so it kind of evens out.
Listen, if you can't make it to connection, that's fine. You're just gonna have to make 2 connections next time.
And then, if you want to buy some of my flowers, I'd give you some of my flowers.
And I just want you to be...
This is Hollywood, baby, and it's all connections. It's connections and linking things up, and it's who you know.
No matter if I win or lose today, it's no big deal because my mob friend, he actually has a side bet on this entire game.
I'm very likely going to pay the iron price to beat Yuri today. And if I don't pay the iron price to beat Yuri, I will pay the iron price when my breakfast burrito goes through me.
Found these connections fell off the back of a truck. I don't know if you're interested.
Tara, where are you going?
Yes.
What
do you got?
Let us see. I have got a
You
crevasse.
are in a
Ravine canyon.
That is like such a thing, like the idea of like buying something off the back of a truck.
Yeah, and you just pay them cash, but it's always a scam.
I've got flowers, so I'm going to flower here
The large flower
and there
settlement.
and there.
Wow. And now that you're there, we can't deflower you, right?
That's
Damn it.
you can certainly try.
Okay.
And I'm going to desert and desert.
If we were paying Battleship, I'd be like, oh, you just sunk my Battleship because you just moved in a spot that I wanted so bad.
That's why I went there.
I have this desert card. I have pretty much really no great option.
Well, you can play there and grab that mountain point and take
right.
it away from me because that's basically a free move for
Right,
me.
yeah.
Now you're not adjacent to desert, so you can go there, I guess, and like sort of do something like that. The game will end on my next turn.
Okay.
Because I have 5 guys.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm just gonna
But that means you have 2 more turns, this turn and another. 'Cause
Right.
once he goes, you
So
go.
Yeah, it'll go around to the first
I guess
player.
I'll put it there in case
you
I
can go
can
there.
do something
Yeah.
interesting. And I'll use my magic point and get another one here.
Yuri, where are you going, sir?
I'm a little ravine. I have to do those 2.
Yeah.
Because I'm there.
There and
You just want to get more mountains.
Now you can
mountain.
go
Right.
anywhere.
I'm gonna take that one right there.
Yeah, this one.
And that one right there.
that's
And
a
then I'm
really
gonna
good
train
move.
down to next to that.
You have such a big
nice.
settlement.
You cannot train there. Oh, you're going to train here.
to
So I am in a ravine, and I guess I'll just continue to make. So I'm gonna do those 2 there, and then I guess I will put my next one. Yeah, I guess I could do this and maybe hope to get around to that. I don't know. And then I will also play a desert because I have to play a desert, so I might as well. And then I will do a train, and my train will go over here.
Nice. So I am going to Yuri's getting 2 points every turn for the rest of the game. And I could try to let this game go on for one more turn and hope that I'm going to get 4 points, but then I'm only going to net 2 against him, and that's not even guaranteed. So I think my best move here is to play all my settlements and just end the game now. I have to play here, here, and here. And then my last 2 moves are going to be to play deserts, which, as it turns out, is right here. I am out of guys. So that means that the end game begins. So Paul, you get another turn?
This is my final turn.
It's your final turn?
Sadly, desert. But I can first play my magical power, grassland.
Yeah, of any grassland.
And I can go get right there.
Yep,
So nice.
super move.
And then
move.
I will just dump him here. 1, 2.
And I don't think you get a final turn because you were the first player.
You know what? Doesn't matter because I also had desert, and that doesn't get me anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a little worried going to scoring because I can already tell that I don't have connections between 2 cities. And even though I have a pretty good community, that's not going to beat Yuri's massive slaughtering of the board.
I know I've got a lead in population and, all the connectedness, so I'm hoping that'll be enough to carry me. But I know Paul's got those mountains. He is the ore king.
Obviously, I'm killing it in the mining world, and I think of myself more as a greedy dwarf than a goblin that would run like Gringotts or something like that.
The first thing we'll do is score cities. You get 3 points for each city you're touching. So we'll start with Yuri. Merchants, 4 points for everything you're connected to. Done. Let's do miners. You get 1 point for each city that's touching a mountain. 2021.
Wow.
What?
Look at that.
There we go. There we go. That was a pretty hot run.
Wow.
I know, right?
Damn it.
I am the Ore King. I own all of the mountains.
So I think we know who is the king miner in this. And
miner.
now
Yeah.
citizens
Yeah,
create
great stuff.
a large settlement area, and you get 1 gold for every 2 of your things. Our winner today on Tabletop,
Wow.
the amazing Yuri Lowenthal with 39 points.
Very good.
worked.
Suit really brought it.
Bravo. Well,
Well
done. Wow.
And it just goes to show you, kids, that not playing to win can sometimes win you the game.
Normally when we come in here, it's sort of like feeling sad and all that stuff, but I don't feel bad.
This game allows you to take your own personal victories. Like, I'm very excited about where I am in the mining world. Like,
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
absolutely
you're like the
right.
Ore King.
It's almost like this game should be the precursor, and then we'll follow it up with a war. Then we're
Yeah,
going to
of course.
go to
Yes,
war.
Yeah,
we have
sure.
to get our war,
Yeah.
like our little
Yeah.
soldiers and our.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll play this so we become really good friends, and then we'll play diplomacy.
Exactly.
So we
Yes.
hate each other by the end of the
Yes.
weekend.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for coming, and thanks
for
for
having
playing. And I'm going to go give Yuri the trophy that he won with that giant metropolis
I
in the
know.
middle of the freaking
Really,
board.
he's really
Wow.
taking it over.
All right.
All right. You're right. I think everyone sort of, it's good to play the game because you kind of feel like anything you do is fun. And I think you need a little crown for your mining
Of course.
win.
Ore King.
Or king.
Longtime fans of Tabletop will remember Yuri and Tara from season 1, where we won Castle Panic together. Castle Panic? Castle Panic. Call it what you
Either
want.
one.
The important thing is you're still eating all the time when we're not playing the game.
I need to keep my energy up for
I think
winning.
I think
Winning
it's
takes a lot out of you.
Yeah. Did you have like a strategy today, or did you just like how did you do that?
Just like I told you, my strategy is play to lose
Yeah. Well.
and see what happens.
Yeah. Well, it worked.
I drew the right cards
Yeah.
and I trained a lot.
Yeah.
And
well,
it was like spokes
And
for
it
a
all kind of
wheel.
went, yeah, I know. I saw that. Well, I am really pleased to tell you about a thing that has changed since the last time you were on Tabletop. Tabletop Season 1, we had that amazing trophy that you couldn't keep.
Right.
This season, we have amazing handcrafted trophies chosen specifically for you that
Stop
you
it.
do get to keep. And Yuri, here is your Tabletop Trophy of Awesome!
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Wow.
amazing. So let me put your
Don't touch
name
my
on
sandwich.
it.
You just use
There
a
you
laser
go.
to do that.
I did. It's very expensive. It's because we're fancy this year. We stepped it up. You know, Indiegogo backers taking care of things. So
thanks,
there you
Indiegogo
go.
backers.
Would you like to make a victory speech?
I would just like to say that my opponents were great, but they weren't good enough. And this suit is really what made the difference, I think. Like if you guys had worn suits, it could have been anybody's game.
You want me to change the name on that to your suit? Yuri's
suit.
Suit.
It's only fair.
There you go. Congratulations.
It's only fair.
Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And until we see you next time, play more games.
Do it. Trophies don't eat.